Would you go to page 23? We're going to talk about the permission meter. And as you can see, it's a gauge of the desired level of thinking by the group. Everyone has one in your materials. You don't have to dig it out at this time. Just be aware it's there and you can download it from our website. The idea behind it is it forces people to set boundaries of how they're prepared to participate. What kind of thinking are you looking for? And it clarifies once again so people can participate. Over on this side, down in the 1, 2, 3, that's analytical thought process. That's the field of logic, sequential, linear, orderly, precise thinking. My wife teaches mathematics. That's the solving of a simultaneous equation. There are right answers or wrong answers. Many of us we don't work in right and wrong answers, we work in the field of effective or ineffective answers. There can be lots of approaches, but not in trying to solve a mathematical equation. So it's necessary to determine if you're down here, that's a different thought process than if you're up on this side into the creative, generative, search, explore, uncover, discover, create new, novel, unique ideas and approaches. And in the middle is where you just need to talk it through. And groups have that need. So what you want to do is define on your permission, use your permission meter to define what is the expectation coming out of the purpose of the session. Now where you have 1 or 2 purposes, you need probably a different permission meter, and all you need to do is take a little green card like this and you can draw your meter. When it's up on this side, that means it's high on the creative level. If you're down here, it's on the analytical level. And you need to set the bar. Let's talk on the analytical. 1 is down to the dollar. 2 would be to maybe the $1,000. 3 would be to the $10,000 level of exactness. It just determines how you need to work on this. I used to work with somebody in our organization, and when we would do budgeting and projections and things like that, she had such a high need for exactness that she would present everything to the penny. And I'd say, round it off. And it just drive me nuts. Now, it was nice that when she was reconciling checking accounts, that it was down to the penny. That was the time to be down low. Oh, well, we can just round that off 10,000 or so. No, that's the time for exactness. Then you move up into 4 to 6. We're going to talk it through. Now, this doesn't make sense in one hand, but it's helpful on another hand. 7 is a bit of creativity. 8 is more. You can't quantify it. It's creative or it isn't. But 8 is in the range of, let's go out and challenge all the assumptions. If we've always done it this way, let's give ourselves permission to look at it with totally new, fresh eyes. 9 is a higher level of permission. And 10 is the deep gasp. That's where you're out there going, wow. We did something in setting up for our sessions one time. It used to take us about 6 hours. We set a goal of doing it in 15 minutes. I don't know that we've ever hit 15 minutes, but we've hit within a half hour, from 6 hours down. And we did some 10-level things. Like all of these models are pre-pinned. We used to do it, and I was the one that did it. Take them out of an envelope, pin them up on a board, and do all that one at a time. Now they're all pre-pinned. We ship them, snap them out of a box, put them up, and we've gone from hours to seconds on the same function. That was a 10-level idea. Also came from our bookkeeper. You know, us hotshot trainers and consultants, we didn't come up with it. She says, wow, if it was me, I'd pre-pin the things. And I'm like, they have to be big, thick, typical push pins. That was a 10 out in that area. Testing it is down in the 1, 2, 3 range. So it's where do you start? So every one of your purposes of your session needs to have a permission meter. and that gives guidance to where you go from here. If this doesn't make sense for you, don't worry about it. Probably 7 out of 10 cases it helps, but not in everything.